Greetings everyone and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator, where we are about to do a flight from famous Gibraltar International Airport to Madrid Barajas Airport. We are flying the Airbus A320neo using a modified version by a very talented team as a community-driven project to enhance the default A320neo as close as possible to reality, compared many times to the ZIBO mod of the Boeing 737 for X-Plane 11. Also, like the ZIBO, this mod comes for free. You can try it too, link in the video description, and if you're interested in giving a hand, the project is open source, so all you have to do is join their Discord, linked in the video description as well. Let's apply the ground power at this time and notice how the screens go in self-test mode
Gibraltar
before
Tower,
they display
Airbus
anything.
Barajas ready to copy. Airbus is cleared to Barajas Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 90 climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Departure frequency is 118.275.
Now that we got IFR clearance to Madrid, let's switch off the automatic radio comms and notice that the screens are waiting for INS alignment, another tweaked system by the community team. If you're noticing that I'm not using track IR for this flight, I still need to tweak it a bit and set the curves.
Airbus acknowledge last transmission.
Oh yes indeed, let's acknowledge the last transmission for IFR
Airbus cleared
clearance.
to Barajas Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 90 climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Departure on 118.275 squawk 0166. Airbus read back correct. Contact ground on 131.2.
Oh well, let's get ready for boarding.
Airbus, the catering truck is on the road.
Notice that the door page is operational, showing all the open and closed doors. And the baggage truck is on the move. I've been in real life at both of these amazing airports. First time to Madrid on a flight from Cuba, Havana. And one of my voyages on board MSC cruise ships docked in Gibraltar, and I could oversee the airport from where we docked at the time. Gibraltar International Airport, or North Front Airport, is the civilian airport that serves the British overseas territory of Gibraltar. The runway is owned by the Ministry of Defense for use by the Royal Air Force as RAF Gibraltar. Civilian operators use the civilian-operated terminal. Let's switch on the INS alignment, another feature unlocked by the mod. And the notification is showing INS in the line. The smoking and seatbelt signs are switchable now, but no sounds to be heard at the moment. This will be implemented later. We also get to play with the temperature knobs. Got to cool down the cabin very soon as the APU gets started. Now some of the eCam pages have been made operational, some are just placeholders, soon to be implemented properly. Let's start the APU, which got fixed as well. The time to start and the notification are tweaked to resemble the real process. we are free to switch off the ground power. Our flight plan was already loaded. We will depart with flaps 2 from runway 09, and we got a high-level cruise at flight level 390, which is too much for the distance that we have to cover, but we'll try to follow the ATC instructions to see how well we can cope with the restrictions at this particular time.
Gibraltar ground, Airbus requesting pushback. Airbus pushback request accepted.
And now, let's start the engines, starting with number 2.
Gibraltar ground, Airbus requesting the end of pushback. Airbus request to end pushback received.
The default pushback in Microsoft Flight Simulator is decent, but not perfect. A simple fix for it would be to be able to control left and right more quicker than using the ATC commands, which have a long delay. A hotkey implementation will save time and make precise movements. These are the moments we miss a bit the X-Plane 11 better pushback, but I'm sure we are not far away from a good add-on. And starting engine 1.
Airbus taxi to and hold short of runway 9 via taxiway Bravo Echo. Contact tower on 131.2 when ready.
Now to taxi from here, we need to take a hard turn of 180 degrees and follow the runway to the right where we align for departure. Setting flaps 2. At this moment you will most likely notice I didn't shut down the APU. A novice mistake, and due to the fact that the community mod acknowledged that they fixed the fuel efficiency for the airplane, I will need to test it again to get a proper result in another flight. Switching on the flight director. And there is the place we docked a few years ago. It's a short walking distance from the Casamat Square located in the North District, where you can eat, drink and have a good time shopping. And as you follow the streets up to the upper town, you can take the Gibraltar cable car up the hill, where a beautiful scene will await you and many tourist attractions.
Gibraltar Tower Airbus at runway 9er ready for takeoff IFR to Barajas. Airbus cleared for takeoff runway 9er.
Okay, we got a departure clearance, just making sure everything is set. Let's see better our flight plan. All crew, take off. V1, rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Autopilot on.
Center on 118.275. 118.275 Airbus. Madrid Center Airbus is at 1,100 feet, climbing 7,000 feet. Airbus Madrid Center, continue to IMOS as planned. Altimeter tree 0.00. And maintain 15,000 feet Airbus.
So we just got clear to fly level 150. We will continue to climb until we reach the planned cruise altitude at flight level 390. Passing 10,000 feet, landing lights off. Punch standard. That's it for the first part of this flight. On the second part, we will see you at cruise altitude on our descent into Madrid. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos from your favorite simulators and games. Stay safe.